Are you tired of being unproductive, putting tasks off and then hating yourself for doing it? Do you want to forget about procrastination forever? Everyone struggles with it, and that's why today I'm gonna tell you about best techniques to eliminate procrastination forever. Without further introduction, let's dive into it. The act of procrastination is sometimes falsely associated with the act of laziness. However, social and behavioral studies have shown that the reason why people put off their tasks is much more complicated. Several studies have explored different theories on why people really procrastinate. This specific task causes several negative emotions: self-doubt or fear, stress, disinterest. Some researchers think that procrastination is related to the concept of present bias, also known as hyperbolic discounting, a type of cognitive bias where a person chooses a smaller immediate rewards over a larger delayed rewards. In modern life, there is a great need to balance short and long-term goals. Boredom is one of the main keys to stop procrastinating. Just imagine people that lived, for example, 200 or 300 years ago, when people didn't have internet, YouTube, TikTok and other entertaining content that we have nowadays in abundance. That's why they basically had two ways. They either could do like literally nothing and be bored to death, or they had to work. Boredom was the power that moved people to do stuff they really needed to do. Now let's go back to our time. The main problem that we all have is that we have too many ways to entertain ourselves. Why would you bother yourself with doing some boring math homework if you could scroll through TikTok and get instant gratification and release of dopamine? Or even watch, for example, some that will completely destroy your brain and your dopamine system. Of course, in that situation, you wouldn't bother yourself with focusing on your work and stuff that really matters for you and your future. That's just impossible. If you really want to change the situation, we both know what you have to do. While working, there are a lot of apps and browser extensions that will help you to block every content that is not related to your current task. Also, turn air mode on your phone and put it away in the different room, because studies have shown that if you see your phone, even if you don't see it but you know that it's somewhere near you, it will distract you from your work. Put on your headphones and listen to some white noise, because studies have shown that it will boost your focus and help you during your work. I suggest you to listen to some instrumental music or classical, but no rap or hip-hop songs that have words. At the start it will be very hard to focus on your work and get used to all these new habits, because your brain is broken. But if you don't give up, you will see huge improvements in your performance and in your life in general. Eliminate the ability to do anything other than just the thing that you really need to do. The real reason behind procrastination is that you associate lots of pain with the task that you don't want to do. The nature of people is that they try to avoid as much pain as possible.
19!
Me, son!
Yeah! 20, you got some more in you!
But you need to understand that putting tasks off and trying to avoid them will create only more pain in the future, but you still try to ignore it. Every time you want to procrastinate and don't want to do the task you have to do, just close your eyes and imagine how it will be horrible and painful in the future, because you haven't done the task in the first place. The brain doesn't distinguish reality and your dreams, and that's why you create new neural connections between pain and not doing the task you have to do. Now the second step is to do the complete opposite thing. Imagine what a big pleasure you will get from achieving and closing the task that you didn't want to do. Just think about how happy you are and what a great feeling it is. Even if you don't understand it, your brain tries to find why to all things that you do. Identifying strong why will help your brain to understand why this particular task is very important and why you have to do it right now. If you procrastinate a lot and for a long period of time, it becomes your habit and you start doing it unconsciously. That is why it was very important to consciously understand the problem and the real reason behind it. Now, what you basically need to do is to replace a bad habit with a new empowering one. Next time you will feel like putting task off, you have to immediately start doing the task. So let's go through the whole system one more time to repeat everything. Understand the problem and that it spoils your life. Understand the power of boredom and eliminate any distractions around you. Also use pieces of advice that I gave you to boost your focus during the work. Start associating great deal of pain with putting off the task. Start associating enormous amount of pleasure because you didn't procrastinate and have done mentally difficult task for you. Remember that procrastination is the habit and you need to replace it with a new good one habit. Don't be really hard on yourself and understand that everyone had bad days and don't feel like doing anything. Again, we have one exception for David Goggins.
Who's one more to carry the boats?
Thank you for watching the video. I hope it helped you deal with your procrastination problem.